today we can read from Srila Prabhupada's Upadeshamrita. How will we get the identity of ourselves? How can we understand who I am? Srila Prabhupada says, I have a realistic form. If this memory is not awakened, then the bad memory lingers on. The bodily concept of life is not removed. So I have a realistic form means I have a form who is not taking birth and not dying. It is also form. As in the dream, we also have a form, and you see also forms. But you cannot see with these eyes, you have different eyes. So this is on the subtle, is still very gross. On the transcendental or spiritual level, we also have a form. And this is our eternal form. This is our real form. So if this memory is not awakened, then the bad memory lingers on. The bodily concept of life is not removed. The supra-mundane entity is beyond the material sense organs. He is the controller of senses. He is to be served by service from senses or transcendental senses. So this may be very difficult, but I take this subtle example. We can do activities in our dream body also. We can serve, we can be afraid there, we can be happy there. We can do something or receive something. Oh, Krishna. Chaitanya. So he is to be served by service from senses or transcendental senses. The spiritual self can be had by the mercy of the Guru, Bhadabatma. The super soul is served by the spirit soul. So the image of eternity, cognizance and bliss, the Supreme Lord is served by the realistic body. The supreme controller of all senses is served by all the divine senses. The man without service to the supra-mundane entity is as good as a beast. Always cultivate the association of saintly persons. The devotee of Godhead is ever busy in the service of the Lord. If you have his association, the proclivity for giving joy to the Supreme Lord will also rise in us. So we will get the whereabouts of the realistic body as a result of company of sadhus. Then there will be no bodily concept or mundane ego anymore. the desire for all destroying self-pleasure will be driven out. So it's very simple. Sadhu Sangha is very important. Because without association of a real sadhu, who is acting, thinking, and living in a absolute pure conscious level, and he's able to serve with the body or the soul, not the subtle body, mind, and also not with the physical body. They are not with this body, gross body, subtle body, and gross body, we cannot serve God. He is not receiving. Only with this most subtle, transcendental, supra-mundane conception, on this level, those who are real devotees, pure souls, they can serve and they can show to us how to serve, what is service. A devotee is neither enjoyer nor renunciant. A devotee is always busy in the service of the Supreme Lord. He is always alert in catering to the bliss of the Godhead. The evil effort of the enjoyer is to enjoy by depriving the Supreme Lord. So the evil effort of the enjoyer is to enjoy by depriving the Supreme Lord. So why ordinary people are not able to serve the Lord? Because their service, they are only looking for their personal enjoyment in the first line. They want to enjoy God. They want to make God the servant of the humans or the fulfiller of our material desires. So why should we are not able to serve the Lord on this level? This is illusory. This is not real. This is how why we are captured from this material, mundane conception. We have now I and my. This is the main topic in the material world. So the evil effort of the enjoyer is to enjoy by depriving the Supreme Lord. But I will be Godhead and will cheat him. This is the endeavor of the renunciant, illusionist. So those yogis who are very austere living, we cannot imagine what they offer, how their life is. I met many of such. They are living only on water, perhaps some only by air, and some standing on one feet, hand up. Their feet are already crippled, and hand because they are, but they do this renunciation. Why? For what? As he said, I will be Godhead and will cheat him. This is the endeavor of the renunciant, illusionist. Because he gets much power from this, and he thinks now he can become God himself. And he can cheat God. He can take. This is the attitude of Hiranyakashipu. He was performing austerities for a long, long time. And he wants to become God, wants to kill God. He wants to become God himself and wants to control all. So he become very powerful. Whole universe, all the demigods, all those who are in charge of different things, they were running away, hiding in the universe. So, but a pure devotee does not have these evil tendencies. They are established in their own self by influence of loving service and are intoxicated in the ego of a servitor. So the one is against God, he wants to kill him, and the other wants to please him. This is this difference between a materialist or one who cannot understand reality. Because all of them get killed, they have to die. And only those self by influence of loving service and are intoxicated in the ego of a servitor, they again come in his closer association. I am a servitor of the Lord, this is the real self of a jiva. While serving the Supreme Lord in the company of divine servitor, this spiritual self is awakened. Then the efforts for the adversaries are no more found. So this is much higher than this renunciation. Renunciation is illusory. It's just for my personal interest. I renounce, I want to become powerful, I want to get mystic power. I want to be the controller, I want to be God. This is the mentality. Now you see, in this material world, so many gods running here and there. They want to be God, they want to be the controller. They don't care. It's on this topic, any question or anything? Yes?
I don't really understand the conception is how this service is awakened. For example, like we are the jiva, our soul is covered with the gross body, with the mental body, with our mind, with our ahankaras. But inside the heart, the soul is sitting and also Paramatma is sitting. And when we are covered and have this desires to enjoy, what the soul is doing, it's like not active. And how comes this idea that now I want to give up the enjoyment by myself and I want to serve? How the jiva comes to this inside the heart? How it comes to this?
And then we have to go back to the source. God is the supreme enjoyer. He is the real enjoyer. We are just created, and everything what exists is created for His enjoyment, not for our enjoyment. So this material world is for those who have forgotten him, who are charmed by these external things what's going on in this material world. So this is because it is unnatural. It is we are not in the we are just we are in one sense we are one with him and different. Achintya means achintya, we cannot check it with our mind. Achintya beda beda tattva means we are one and different from him. But if you want to come again in your position, he created every single soul, every single, whatever is you can receive. It is meant for his pleasure. So if you surrender to this, if you understand this, then you will enjoy automatically. So why is this enjoying mood also in us? Because it is in the source of all, of everything. God is not just a boring man sitting out there enjoying, and I have to sit here on the throne. No. He's everything what is for his enjoyment. He created. He's one and he is different. So the source is why we forget, because this we are tiny, insignificant parts of him, and in every tiny soul or soul, yes, is this desire also I want to enjoy. But we have no idea what enjoyment means. We think this where we are here now, we can experience enjoyment. This is the illusion. So he gives us free. We can decide what we want. You want to enjoy? You want to be the enjoyer? You want to play God? You want to control? You want to be the big? Okay? And in this way we get intoxicated. We get delusioned. We have forgotten our real identity, our real position. We are not meant for in this material world. If it would be like this, then there would be no beginning, no end. You would not die, you would not get sick, you would not get old. You will not take birth here. So he is helping us to forget him. But the material world, as you see it now, is a good teacher. This planet Earth is perfect for those who are in ignorance. He's teaching us something. He's telling us, okay, you try to enjoy. But in this material world, it is everything temporary. So until we understand this, we cannot understand him. God is all good. He is not because we are part of him. We are not Achintya beda beda. We are one with him, and at the same time, he gives us individuality, free will. Otherwise, how can you have a relation to someone who has not free will, who is forced to serve? It is like a prison. No, he's giving you free will. Okay, you want to enjoy in this world. You want to be the enjoyer. You want to be the controller. You want to be God. Okay? You try. But for this, there where he is staying, in this plane, there we cannot stay. So he is creating universes and all kinds, different kind of enjoyers taking birth here. Even the demigods, all this, they want to enjoy also. They want to control to a certain moment, but they are, in the same time, they are conscious, more conscious that actually they are just responsible for different activities, what's going on in this material world. But this basically, it is very easy. If you have a simple mind, you can understand. If you have a complicated mind, you will always find, no, wait. You will also find always, and this he allows also. He allows us to be stupid. He allows us to forget, hey, we are straight running to die into the death. There is no question that we have to leave this body. But nobody thinks about this. Nobody thinks, is this real? Is there not a possibility to escape, or why I'm here, or what is my position here? But we don't want to know. We want to live in this illusion. So as long until it becomes very painful and we get some association with some higher personality who can give us a taste of something higher. And still, then it's no guarantee. Because we are living for many lifetimes, many lifetimes, coming and going and experiencing all kind of enjoyment. We try everything. But we will not get happiness, only short thing. Could be like this, is it? There's no proof that it is not like this. For those who are blind, they cannot see the light. They have to become sincere. They want, hey, I want to know why I'm here, what I'm doing here, who I am. What is when I have to go? What is? This question very rarely you will find, and if, then only that it may not disturb my enjoying mood. As soon as you say you should become a servant of God, and it gets difficult. It becomes, no, I want to become the master. I don't want to become a servant. This is material world who teaches you this. Hey, it's very late. This is a material world. We may accept it or may not accept it, but the reality will show us. Birth, disease, old age, death. This is reality in this material world. But what is dying? Who is dying? Who is the enjoyer? Everything illusion. It is not the reality. We are eternal living beings. We are eternal as connected with the Lord. We cannot die. But we identify with something. I am not. I am not this, I am not that. In next lifetime you may be something completely different. Could be. But when you have not, if you have not the eyes and they are not sincerely want to see it, want to know it, you will also not get information. You will also not. We can move according to our will and according to our karma. We should not forget. Because we are criminals in this material world. If we enjoy here, someone else has to pay the price. So next time I have to pay. It is action and reaction, a very simple principle. This is what every sane man can understand. Every action has a reaction. And it goes also in the mind. Every action in the mind has a reaction. I decide something, desire may increase, it may be very strong, and I will work for it. I will fight for it. I will get, and I will be frustrated again. Krishna. Huh? There we are now. Huh? Oh no, I have a very strong topic, Srila Prabhupada. Is it okay? Anyway, the mind, it's like, how I say it in computer language, firewall, you know. It will only allow this much I can digest. Everything else is still going in the air. But truth is truth. That old age, disease, this is reality here in this material world. We have to accept. And we are suffering from this. We are always afraid of it. The whole world is suffering because they are so afraid. They think they can control the nature. They think they can control the seas. They can control that, but it's like children, you know. Everybody has to die, and when death is coming, it is not by accident that we can control this. No, it is already fixed. There's a question, why is a man without divine service said to be like an animal? So, Srila Prabhupada says on this, the very service to the Godhead is the duty of jivas, of every soul, of every living being. The animal is devoid of this knowledge. The animals understand their own sense gratification and the gratification of their own race only. They do not know anything other than their own sense gratification. If man is engaged only in his own sense gratification or self-pleasure, if they are without the consideration of divine service, if they don't have any tendency to give pleasure to the Supreme Lord, if they are busy only with eating and traveling like animals, then what will they be called other than like animals or human animals? So the desire for the pleasure of Krishna or devotional service to Krishna is nothing but religion. One who is crowned with this devotion is a genuine man. Without dharma, dharma means duty or religion, one is as good as an animal. Self-pleasure is animality or lewdness. The real humanity is the desire for the felicity of Krishna. So this is a reality. If you see in the streets outside, they are behaving like dogs and cats. They are only running for, everybody knows. And this is called like two-legged animals. Because the dog, what is he doing? And he sees the other dog. All animalistic. Even they are more cultivated than they are more cultivated than humans. They have their time in a year where they are producing children. But humans, there's no stop. It is like lower than animals. Then, now, it's on this topic. Srila Prabhupada speaks very strong. No, this is the question he answered now. Our next question is, but it's a little more. Is religion a created substance by man? There are also so-called supermans who think religion is created by man to control the people. Man has created religion.
Mostly atheists say this.
No.
Atheistic people, they say this. Mostly this is their slogan, they say. Not in this regard now, but basically.
Yeah, they are very intelligent men, mostly of them. They think the real there is no God, of course. This is understanding is basically this, but they want to be God themselves. One has to become God himself. Tamadu sakshat bhagavad pranitham navaya vidyavashayo napinava deva nasita mukhya sura manusya kuttana vidyatara dharanadaya. Srimad Bhagavan says, the religion is created by the Godhead himself. The saints with the mode of goodness, like a Brigu, etc., also do not know this. Not even the demigods, siddhas, demons, human beings, none knows this. What to speak of Vidyadharas and Jaranas? These are different planets where this demigods, siddhas who have mystic powers, and demons who have also mystic powers. Human beings, none knows this. So Bhagavad Dharma or religion or the ultimate religion is not created by man, or it is created after the creation of man. It exists eternally and will remain so. It is unchangeable and irrefutable. Devotional service to Supra-mundane Hari is that religion. Other than this, all other religions speculated by mind which have been preached, are being preached and will be preached. All temporal religions are imagined by man, or the religion opposed to the ultimate religion. So the Bhagavad Dharma or the ultimate religion cannot be equated with the religion of body and mind. That is why the Godhead Krishna Center instructs us in the Gita to give up all temporary religions and accept eternal religion by taking shelter at the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So religion in this world mostly engaged for sense gratification, materialistic, mentally, subtle maybe, and gross sense gratification. They are not accepted. Sorry, this Kaitava Dharma, it's called, this cheating religion. Real religion means I'm here to serve Supreme Lord, nothing else. As said here in the Gita, Sabramam Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Bhaja. Giving up all temporal religions, surrender only to me. I will release you from all sins. Don't grieve. So Bhagavad Dharma is an eternal nature of spirit, soul. Soul exists even before the creation of mankind. The religion of devotional service, the proclivity of that eternal spirit, soul, is also eternal. The means and loving care for manifesting the religion of soul is sadhana. Sadhana means devotional practice. We have to practice the process, how to attain understanding, how to realize. To make a human being with animal nature qualified as a human being is the function of an ordinary moral ethics. But Bhagavad Dharma is much above that. In order to give full eligibility to Jiva for the service of the supreme reality of Godhead, the Bhagavad Dharma is eternally necessary. In one word, there is no opportunism for the man and animals in the Bhagavad Dharma. There's the ascent eternal quest for the bliss of the supernal Godhead. That is the only means of attaining genuine felicity or unending bliss. Vox Populi is not Vox Dei, but Vox Dei should be Vox Populi. In other words, public opinion is not the voice of the Supreme Lord, But the voice of the Godhead should be the opinion of saintly persons. This is the very supremely great sermon to the public. But the persons are compromising the divine with the material. Speak just the opposite words. To this as many tenets, as many ways to salvation. So the public opinion will be the path to the attainment of the Godhead, or the voice of the Godhead. What a wonder! Where there is the religion of the liking of public opinion, where religion is adjusted, so-called religion, what we are, I think, to the opinion of the public. So it is adjusted. This is man-made religion. The loving devotion to Supreme Lord is in exile, where the support of world populace is a touchstone for determining the realistic truth. There also unadulterated truth has gone below the horizon. Anything to say? Any question? Close here today. Otherwise we get...
Vox populi means public opinion.
Vox Dei. So everything clear, now we can go and serve the Lord with love and devotion. We give Him we surrender to Him, and He may decide what will happen. He is anyway doing, but we will be not forced by the external material nature. We have to create a friendship or relation to the Supreme Lord. And this relation, as soon as we attain this relation, we become immortal. Because if you are able to make relation to Supreme Lord, then you're out of this illusory world, of this world of religion, what is adjusted for our bodily comfort or mental comfort. Because this is temporary, this is illusion. So, sarvadhamam parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Don't be afraid. Just surrender unto me, he says. I will care for all your problems. I will remove, and you will see the truth. Why not trying? Why not becoming sincere? Because we want to enjoy. Material nature is too powerful. You don't want to leave. You want to come again. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavistam Srupad Paramahamsa Vigacharya Stota Sadasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Buri Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Ananda Koti Vishna Brinda ki Jai. Nitya Go Premanandi Manja Kalpatarupyasta Tuvya Vacha Pavitanam Pavanepyo.